Hi you guys, it is Stacy, your holistic nutritionist. I am hopping on into our YouTube series today to talk about some certain symptoms that could be signs that you need a nutrition intervention. This is something that I talk a lot about with clients. They come to me maybe for weight loss, or they come to me for something else, pain, whatever it may be, and they don't realize that certain symptoms that they're experiencing actually means that they need nutrition support in that area. So these are 4 of the top things that I see that people are experiencing that means that you could need a nutrition intervention. So one of the first things that you could be experiencing is being tired all the time. If you are tired all the time, that is not normal. It's okay to be tired if you are stressed or if you didn't sleep the night before. Those are certain times that it's okay to be tired. Some days you just are more tired than others. But if you have chronic tiredness where you are tired every day, where you are struggling to go throughout the day, that means that you need a nutrition intervention. So being tired all the time can mean that you are not getting enough nutrients, macronutrients, micronutrients, whatever it may be. It can mean that you're not getting the correct proportion of nutrients for your lifestyle or your body. So those are all things that could be contributing to being tired all the time, mentally and physically. So if you are tired all the time, I would seek out a nutritionist's help or get some blood work and see if your blood levels are okay for nutrient values. Another top thing that I talk about that needs a nutrition intervention, and this happens a lot of the times, I myself am a recovering sugarholic, I call it. So if you are craving sugar all the time, you need a nutrition intervention. A lot of times people tell me that they're craving sugar, but then their diet is pretty good, or they say their diet is pretty good. After looking at their diet, we find that there are some areas that they're still having sugar where they don't even know that they're intaking that sugar intake. So when it comes to this, your taste buds crave what they're used to. So if you're intaking a lot of sugar, that means that your body is going to continue to crave that sugar. This can be the added sugar that I know I've talked about in other videos. This can be refined carbohydrates. This can be refined grains, all those types of things that transition into sugar once into your bloodstream. Those could be what is causing you to be craving sugary foods or maybe not so healthy foods. The third thing that I see a lot also is if you are having brain fog or mood swings. So brain fog and mood swings are not normal. They may be common, but they aren't normal. So if you go throughout the day and you hit certain parts of the day where you are more aggravated, or you are more tired, or you get angry very easily, or you're sad, or you get moments where you're really happy and then an hour later you're really sad. Those are all types of things that mean that you need a nutrition intervention. You're not getting the correct nutrients, or you're not getting the correct proportions of nutrients. Brain fog is another thing. So brain fog, a lot of people tell me, oh, I don't get brain fog, I'm totally fine. But then in our conversations, I can see the brain fog if you're in mid-conversation and you forget what you're talking about, or if you go into a room and you forget why you go into that room, or it's just really hard to focus on a subject or task. That is all part of brain fog. And if you are experiencing that, that means you need a nutrition intervention. You need to relook at what you're eating, what you're fueling your body with, because a lot of times when we're having these type of symptoms, it just means that we're not fueling our body right. So our body is not being able to function as optimally as it can. When it comes to brain fog can also be connected to those sugar cravings. So a lot of times it's hand in hand. You have sugar cravings, and if you don't get those sugars, then you're gonna have brain fog. So those come in hand, and it's usually the same nutrients that are causing it. It's those sugars, refined carbs, and refined grains. An overabundance of them will make you cause sugar and have brain fog or brain dysfunction. The last thing I'm going to talk about, a lot of people don't correlate it with nutrition, but it plays a huge role, is chronic pain. So I talk a lot about inflammation. I talk about at like a cellular level, organ level, when you're not eating the correct nutrients or you're getting toxic ingredients in, it could cause inflammation at your body. Now we're going to talk about it as a pain level. So if you're having chronic pain, whether it's joint pain, whether it's back pain, whether it's just all around pain, that means you need a nutrition intervention. With that being said, if you have injuries or things like that, there could be pre-existing pain measures or pain causes, but nutrition does play a very vital role in healing, being able to heal, and having the pain every day and what pain level you're at. So say you have a pre-existing injury and you're a 10 out of 10 pain. With the right nutrients, you might be able to lower that pain and increase healing at the same time. So that's something that we talk about when I do consultations with clients and patients. Is I talk about their pain levels, how their body feels, what it looks like throughout the day, is there visible inflammation, that kind of thing, because nutrition plays a role in, like I said, how your body heals and how it handles pain. So if you have any of these 4 things, so if you have sugar craving, chronic tiredness, brain fog, mood swings, or the chronic pain, you most likely need a nutrition intervention. So I would reach out to a nutritionist. I do consultations, one-on-one consultations with people all the time, talking about just wellness, lifestyle, nutrition, things like this. You should, I know I ask for it when talking to a nutritionist or even a dietitian, depending on where you're going. You should get some blood work done so that they can see what's going on in your body, because it's one thing talking about the symptoms and talking about that, but when you get the blood work, it's actual proof of what's going on in your body. And I know it helps me a lot plan individualized plans on to what that person is specifically going through at that moment. So if you have any of these things, reach out to a health professional, specifically someone who works in nutrition and has a nutrition background, because they're going to know these things correlated to what nutrients that you may be lacking or things like that, rather than just putting a Band-Aid on it, prescribing a pain medication or things like that. We really want to get to the root cause of it and fix it from that way. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment. If you'd like to get in touch, talk about what's going on with you, leave a comment, or you could email me. You could also visit my website. I talk about this kind of stuff on there, and all of my plans are anti-inflammatory. They're gut friendly, so that it kind of helps put you in the right direction to the wellness lifestyle that you should be living for nutrition. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you guys next week to continue our YouTube series.